Hello dear students. So today we will discuss about some important cell organelles, as we have already said that in the coming lectures we will be discussing about the various cell organelles found in the cell. So in this lecture today we will be covering the two cell organelles. One is endoplasmic reticulum and the another one is Golgi apparatus. So first of all, let's start with endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum is a membrane bound tubular structure. It is a channel of number of tubular structures that are found near the nucleus, or they remain attached to the surface of nucleus. If you remember the structure of nucleus that we have discussed in earlier lecture. So you have seen nucleus is a double membrane bound part found in the cell, and on the external part there is the arrangement of interconnected channel-like structures, and these channel-like structures are known as endoplasmic reticulum. These endoplasmic reticulum can be observed in all the cells except in mammalian RBCs. So you can say that endoplasmic reticulum is not found in RBCs of mammals. RBCs means red blood cells that are found in a blood and they are providing the red color to the blood due to presence of the pigment called hemoglobin, right? So these endoplasmic reticulum cannot be seen in the RBCs of mammals. And if we look at the structure, so there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, and these two types of endoplasmic reticulum are, one is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum abbreviated as SER, and the another one is rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is abbreviated as RER. So as the name shows that a smooth endoplasmic reticulum is said to be smooth because its surface is smooth, not having any kind of attachment over its surface. But rough endoplasmic reticulum is said to be rough because the surface of rough endoplasmic is rough due to attachment of ribosomes on the surface. So rough endoplasmic reticulum is said to be so, that is due to presence of ribosomes on the surface. So if we look at the surface of rough endoplasmic reticulum, you can find the bead-like structures attached to it, and these bead-like structures are what? They are nothing but they are the ribosomes, right? So if we look at the functions of endoplasmic reticulum, it performs some very important functions in the cell. The first one, if we talk about a smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the function of a smooth endoplasmic reticulum is lipid synthesis. Lipids, or you can say fat synthesis. So all the fats or lipids that are synthesized in smooth endoplasmic reticulum, some part of these lipids are used in synthesis of hormones. So you can say some of the lipids, they are used for hormone synthesis. And what are hormones? Hormones are the chemical substances that are present in our body or in the body of any organism, and they are responsible for controlling the development and metabolic functions of the body. So some of the lipids synthesized by smooth endoplasmic reticulum are used for hormone synthesis, and other lipids, they are used for other function about which we will be discussing. And if you talk about rough endoplasmic reticulum. The function of rough endoplasmic reticulum is protein synthesis. And some of the proteins synthesized by the rough endoplasmic reticulum, they are used for enzyme synthesis. And what are enzymes? Enzymes are again you can say the important chemical substances found in the body of every living organism, and they are responsible for catalyzing the various biochemical activities taking place in the body of a living organism. So the proteins and lipids which are not utilized for enzyme or enzyme or hormone synthesis, these leftover proteins and lipids are used for synthesis of cell membrane. And this process of synthesis of cell membrane is known as membrane biogenesis. Right? So the other function of endoplasmic reticulum you can say is it helps in membrane biogenesis. So what is membrane biogenesis? You can say that membrane biogenesis is synthesis of cell membrane or plasma membrane by utilizing the lipids and proteins that are synthesized by smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum respectively. That is the function of another function of endoplasmic reticulum, right? It also acts as a transport system of the cell. So endoplasmic reticulum is also responsible for transport of various materials from one part of the cell to another. Then if we look at another function of endoplasmic reticulum, it acts as cytoplasmic framework and provides surface area for various cell reactions, and you can say for various cell activities. It provides the surface area over which these cell reactions can take place. And there is one more function of endoplasmic reticulum, and that function of endoplasmic reticulum is that in liver cells of vertebrates, endoplasmic reticulum helps in detoxification. Right? So you can say vertebrates are what? Vertebrates are a special group of organisms or you can say animals that have got backbone. Like we are also having backbone and we are also vertebrates. So all the animals that have got backbone are known as vertebrates. And the liver cells of some of the vertebrates that help in detoxification. So that is another important function that is performed by endoplasmic reticulum, right? So that was all about one of the cell organelle, and that one is endoplasmic reticulum. As I have already told you, the other cell organelle which we will be discussing today is the Golgi apparatus. The another cell organelle, as it was first discovered by Golgi. So in the honor of his name, it is known as Golgi apparatus. And if you look at the structure of this Golgi apparatus, so what you can see here is, it is found as again membrane bound tubes or sacs stacked over each other, called cisternae, and they are generally found near the endoplasmic reticulum. So again, like endoplasmic reticulum, these Golgi apparatus are also not found in RBCs. Again, like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus is not also visible in the RBCs, that is the red blood cells that are present in our blood. So if we look at the function of this Golgi apparatus, again this Golgi apparatus is responsible for performing some very special functions, like first of all, it stores, modifies, packages, and transport the material synthesized by endoplasmic reticulum. So all the lipids and proteins which are synthesized by endoplasmic reticulum, they are stored in Golgi apparatus, and depending upon requirement they are modified. If any change is required there, they are packaged and transport to the various parts of the cell whenever they are required. Then another function is that Golgi apparatus also helps in synthesis of enzymes, hormones, and cell wall. Of course, this cell wall synthesis occurs only in plant cells, because you know that animal cells do not contain cell wall. Then another function is these Golgi apparatus, this also helps in synthesis of lysosomes. The lysosomes, as you know, these are known as suicidal bags of the cell. right? So, and another important function of Golgi apparatus is it helps in conversion of simple sugar to complex sugar, right? So, as you know that whatever food we intake, the carbohydrate component of the food in our body is digested in the form of glucose. And in plant cells, that glucose is also photosynthesized over there. So, whatever glucose is present in our body or in plant body, depending upon the requirement, some of the glucose is utilized as a fuel during respiration for producing energy. And the glucose which could not be used in animal cells, that glucose is converted to glycogen, and this conversion is carried out by, of course, Golgi apparatus, and that glycogen is stored in our body. Depending upon requirement, it can be utilized. In plant cells, the glucose is converted to starch, or another one form is cellulose, and you know the cellulose is responsible for you can say synthesis of cell wall. That's why you have seen that these Golgi apparatus, they also help in synthesis of cell wall, right? So that is all about the structure and functions of two important cell organelles called endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus. About remaining of the cell organelles we will be discussing in our next lecture. Goodbye till then. Have a nice time.